Get ready to have your mind blown. The world is full of crazy, unexpected, and downright unbelievable facts that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. From the mysteries of nature to the mind-bending capabilities of science, these 50 facts will make you see the world in a whole new way. Buckle up, because some of these will shock you. 1. Venus takes 243 Earth days to rotate once on its axis, but it only takes 225 Earth days to complete an orbit around the Sun. This means a day on Venus is actually longer than a Venusian year. If you live there, you'd experience only 2 sunrises per year. Imagine celebrating your birthday twice before the sun even sets. 2. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. So technically, a jar of honey could outlive every civilization on Earth. 3. The Turritopsis dohrnii, also called the immortal jellyfish, has the ability to revert to its juvenile state after becoming an adult. This means it can potentially live forever under the right conditions. Scientists are studying it to unlock the secrets of eternal life. 4. A bolt of lightning can reach 30,000 Kelvin, which is about 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. This extreme heat can turn sand into glass instantly, creating formations called fulgurates. It also causes shock waves, which we hear as thunder. Next time you see a storm, remember, you're witnessing nature's most explosive power. 5. An octopus has 3 hearts, 2 pump blood to the gills, and 1 pumps it to the rest of the body. It's no wonder these creatures seem almost alien. 6. Botanically speaking, a berry is a fruit with seeds inside and a soft, fleshy outer layer, meaning bananas, grapes, and even eggplants qualify. Mother Nature loves to mess with our expectations. 7. Your stomach acid is so powerful that it could dissolve metal. Every 3 to 4 days, your stomach lining is completely replaced. That means your body is always in reconstruction mode. 8. If you unraveled all the DNA in your cells, it would stretch about 10 billion miles, enough to go to Pluto and back several times. DNA is packed so efficiently that it fits inside the nucleus of microscopic cells. That's the ultimate space-saving hack of nature. 9. The iron in the Eiffel Tower expands when heated, making the entire structure grow by about 6 inches, 15 centimeters, in hot weather. When winter comes, it shrinks back to its original size. This effect is due to thermal expansion, a property found in many materials. So technically, Paris has a slightly taller skyline every summer. 10. For every 1 human cell in your body, there are about 10 bacterial cells living in and on you. These microbes help digest food, fight infections, and even influence your mood. Without them, you wouldn't be able to survive. So, in a way, you're more bacteria than human. 11. This phenomenon, called the triple point, happens when temperature and pressure are just right for a substance to exist in all 3 states, solid, liquid, and gas, simultaneously. 12. Sharks constantly grow new teeth, and their enamel is reinforced with fluoride, the same ingredient used in toothpaste. This makes their teeth not only self-repairing, but also cavity-proof. If humans had shark teeth, dentists would probably be out of business. 13. The exoplanet HD 189,733 bits has extreme winds blowing at 5,400 miles per hour, faster than a bullet. It also has silicate-rich clouds, meaning it rains molten glass that gets swept sideways. If you think Earth's weather is bad, imagine trying to survive there. 14. Blue whales, the largest animals on Earth, have arteries so massive that a human could swim through them. Their hearts weigh over 400 pounds and are as big as a small car. These gentle giants are basically living, breathing submarines. 15. Unlike any other animal, wombats produce cube-shaped poop due to the elasticity of their intestines. This helps the poop stack up like building blocks, marking their territory without rolling away. Science is still figuring out how nature invented cube poop. 16. Each year, Earth moves about 1.5 centimeters away from the sun due to the sun's gradual loss of mass. This means that in a few billion years, our planet might be too far away to sustain life. Luckily, that won't happen anytime soon, but it's proof that even our solar system is constantly changing. 17. Butterflies have taste sensors on their legs, allowing them to sample a plant by simply landing on it. This helps them quickly decide where to lay their eggs. Imagine if humans could taste food just by stepping on it. 18. In 1896, Britain and Zanzibar fought the shortest war ever recorded, lasting under an hour. Zanzibar surrendered after the British Navy destroyed its palace. That's shorter than most modern lunch breaks. 19. That earthy scent before rain is called petrichor, caused by oils released raised from soil bacteria and plant compounds mixing with moisture. When rain disturbs these elements, they release an aroma we instinctively recognize. It's basically nature's own weather warning. 20. Sloths can slow their heart rate, allowing them to hold their breath for up to 40 minutes. Meanwhile, dolphins, despite being ocean animals, usually surface for air every 10 to 15 minutes. Sloths might be slow on land, but in the water, they're breathing champions. 21. Despite looking light and fluffy, clouds contain millions of gallons of water, making them weigh as much as 200 elephants. They stay in the sky because the water droplets are spread so far apart. It's like a massive floating water balloon. 22. In a lifetime, the average person walks about 75,000 miles, 120,000 kilometers, roughly the circumference of Earth. That means, step by step, you could have walked around the world just by going about your daily life. Your feet deserve way more appreciation. 23. During hibernation, a bear's heart rate drops from 40 to 50 beats per minute to just 8 bum. Their body temperature also lowers, and they barely breathe. It's like hitting the pause button on life. 24. A giraffe's bluish-black tongue can reach up to 20 inches, 50 centimeters, helping them grab leaves from tall trees. Its dark color protects it from sunburn since they eat under the hot African sun all day. Imagine if we needed sunscreen for our tongues. 25. The ISS has cost over $150 billion since its launch, making it the most expensive human-made structure. It orbits Earth at 5 miles per second, meaning astronauts see 16 sunrises and sunsets a day. Talk about the ultimate penthouse view. 26. A Martian day, called a sol, lasts about 24 hours and 37 minutes, only slightly longer than a day here. That means if humans colonized Mars, our sleep schedules wouldn't need much adjusting. Now, all we need is a way to breathe there. 27. The little swirl of toothpaste on your brush actually has a name. It's called a nurdle. The term is used in marketing and packaging laws for toothpaste ads, so technically, every morning you squeeze a nurdle onto your brush. 28. The human brain produces about 12 to 25 watts of electricity, enough to power a small LED bulb. Every thought and action sends tiny electrical signals through neurons. So technically, your brain is a biological battery. 29. Despite their tropical, fast-growing look, pineapples take over 24 months to fully mature. Each plant produces only one fruit at a time. That means every pineapple you eat has been years in the making. 30. The Ophiocordyceps fungus infects ants, takes over their nervous system, and forces them to climb to a high point before killing them. Once the ant dies, the fungus sprouts from its body and spreads spores to infect more ants. Nature's real-life zombie apocalypse. 31. Botanically, bananas meet the criteria for berries because they develop from a single flower with one ovary, while strawberries don't. This means the fruit world is way more complicated than it seems. 32. Two hearts pump blood to the gills, while the third pumps it to the body, and when they swim, the main heart actually stops beating. Their blood is blue because it contains copper-based hemocyanin instead of iron-based hemoglobin. 33. Due to metal expanding in heat, the Eiffel Tower grows about 6 inches, 15 centimeters, taller during hot weather. So technically, if you visit in winter and summer, you're seeing two different sized towers. 34. Venus takes 243 Earth days to rotate once on its axis, but only 225 Earth days to orbit the sun. That means if you lived there, you'd celebrate your birthday before experiencing another sunrise. 35. Cockroaches don't need their brains to breathe because they have tiny openings, spiracles, along their bodies for oxygen intake. They only die because they eventually starve. 36. Humans emit small amounts of visible light, but it's too weak for the human eye to detect. Scientists captured this glow using ultra-sensitive cameras, proving we're all walking nightlights. 37. Astronauts report that space has a scent resembling burnt steak, welding fumes, and gunpowder due to dying stars releasing high-energy particles. Imagine floating in space and smelling a cosmic barbecue. 38. Studies show cows form strong social bonds and become anxious when their best friend is taken away. Even farm animals need a BFF. 39. Only about 20% of the Sahara is covered in sand, while the rest is rocky plateaus, mountains, and gravel plains. So forget Hollywood's endless dunes. It's mostly a vast, dry wasteland. 40. A lightning bolt can reach temperatures of 30,000 Kelvin, 53,540 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 5 times hotter than the sun's surface. Next time you see a storm, just remember it's hotter than a star. 41. The world's shortest flight operates between Westray and Papa Westray in Scotland, covering 1.7 miles, 2.7 kilometers. You'd barely have time to buckle your seatbelt before landing. 42. Archaeologists have found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs, and it's still safe to eat. That means honey is basically immortal food. 43. The stomach's lining is constantly replaced to prevent it from digesting itself due to its strong acid. If it didn't regenerate, you'd literally be eating your own insides. 44. If all the gold buried in Earth's core was spread across the surface, it would coat the planet in a 1.5-foot thick, 0.46-meter layer. That's a whole new level of bling. 45. Jellyfish have been floating in the oceans for over 500 million years, making them older than dinosaurs by millions of years. They're basically the OG sea creatures. 46. Even though we look nothing like a banana, about 60% of our genetic code is identical to theirs, so technically, you're part banana. 47. One single bolt carries about 1 billion joules of energy, which could power a toaster for months, but good luck harnessing it without getting zapped. 48. Certain turtle species, like the Australian Fitzroy River turtle, can absorb oxygen through their cloaca, a rear opening. It's the weirdest way to stay underwater longer. 49. A giant interstellar cloud near the constellation Sagittarius contains enough alcohol to make 400 trillion pints of beer. Too bad it's light years away. 50. Although it makes up only 2% of your body weight, your brain uses 20% of your body's energy. That's why thinking can literally make you feel tired. And there you have it, minus 50 amazing facts that will make you see the world differently. Which fact blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more brain-melting episodes.